Hello, hello, everyone. It's Melissa from stampwithmelissa.com. Welcome to my Tuesday night live video. It is Tuesday, September 12th at 5 p.m. Central Time, and today we are playing with some Halloween sets. I'm just going to blab for a couple of minutes while I let people on. If you are catching the replay, you're one of the lucky few who get to see this part of the video, so please leave a comment. Let me know that you're watching and that you're here for the replay. So for those joining live, you're starting to roll in. Also, please say hello. My live videos stream both to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, so you can watch on whichever platform you like better, whichever one you prefer, whichever one's not having problems that day. No. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Mom. Hi, Lori. Welcome in, everybody. All right, there we go. So I can see the little, there's a little eyeball thing right there on my screen, and I can watch it to see how many people. So I wait until it goes up a little bit, because then I know that it's starting to roll into the feed. So hi, Kathleen. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so I just have to start off today by letting you all know I don't know. My brain is kind of somewhere else. I don't know where it is, but there are several things that I've done today where I've been like, why did I just do that? Or I didn't think about that, whatever. So we're going to make it through today just fine, but you might have some Melissa-isms. I might say some things that don't make any sense. And we will get through it together. And yeah, anyway. And my phone keeps tipping. So hold on. Let's do that. Let me know that you can hear me okay. My phone is having those issues again with feedback, so I had to switch microphones. So let me know that you can hear me. I assume you can, because otherwise somebody would have said, I can't hear you by now, I'm sure. Yeah, so today we are going to play with the Them Bones. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. We're going to play with the the Bag of Bones bundle from the Them Bones suite. Good, you can hear me. Okay, good. And I've got some fun things. We're going to make 2 cards, but we're going to make one project that I'm really excited about. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, I'm just giving a second. I don't have any big things, I don't think, to announce today. The mini catalog went live last week. You guys are loving it, and I love it too. It is my favorite catalog of all time, so it makes me really excited to see you guys get so excited about the things you're getting to. And I put in my newsletter today and said, oh, I do have something to tell you about. I put in my newsletter today and said that if you're starting something new this week, even if it's just opening your new stamp set, I'm here for you. Yeah, so this keeps tipping. I'm so sorry. You're probably going to end up seeing my ceiling at some point. It is a really good catalog. Yes, Lori, you are right. Hi, Eva. Yeah, it's a great catalog. I love it so much. It was so hard. So basically, I do these weekly lives, and so I try to plan out that everything I order, I can show you at some point. Oh, no worries, Nancy. I did see that, but you're all good. I knew what you meant, so you're good. But anyway, I try to make sure that everything I order that I can show you at some point. And this one I lucked out because I was right on the number, which means that I'm gonna have some problems when I start adding more sets to my cart, because that always happens. We have sets we don't initially like, and then they find their way to our craft rooms. Yes, there is so much good stuff. Okay, so the thing I wanted to remember to tell you, if you did get a mini catalog from me, you had a half sheet of paper in your mailing, or you should have. Poor Mary told me that hers came ripped open, so her half sheet was missing, so I emailed it to her. So if that happened to you, also let me know. I can email it to you, although it had my 4 upcoming classes on them, and 3 of them have already closed registration. Seriously, why does this keep falling? Anyway, yeah, funny how that happens. I don't know how that happens. Hey, Julie. Okay, so the 4th thing that was on that half sheet is my very cute Christmas series that I'm doing with my friend Deborah Harrison. I am so stinking excited. I'll just give you guys a little bit of a tidbit. I'm not going to give a lot of details here because you can't register yet. But Deborah and I decided to do this together, and we had said, I think it was by September maybe 9th, I think it was this past Saturday, we wanted to have our projects done. and then mailed to each other so that we could have like, so I made 2 of each of mine, she made 2 of each of hers, and then we were swapping one set, so we had a full set, okay? And it's so funny because Deborah and I are so similar and we are organized people, that we said we wanted to be done by September 9th. And this was on like, I don't know, I'm going to say August 1st. Okay. So we gave ourselves a long time and we were both done by August 2nd. So it was so fast and it was awesome. So, both of our projects, I love both of our projects a lot. Deborah is an amazing crafter, and I'm excited for those of you who don't know her for you to get to have some fun. Thanks so much, Julie, for liking and sharing, and I can't wait to share with you the skeleton Tootsie Roll holder. Anyway, so registration for the Very Cute Christmas series is going to open this Friday, and the reason I wanted to bring it up now is because you need to be on my email list in order to get the registration link and eventually the PDF instructions. Okay. You have to be on my email list in order to receive those. And so I wanted to give you a heads up now because registration opens Friday. The email will come out Friday for you to sign up, but it's gonna come out on my email list. So you need to make sure you're there. Okay. So I'm going to put the link here. I think it should be in the description of this video. I don't know if I can check while I'm live. Let me see. Okay, it is on Facebook. Let me check YouTube just while I'm live, you know. And it is on YouTube as well. So my newsletter list is on there, but you can see this link right here, newsletter.stampwithmelissa.com will get you all signed up. I am so sorry that my phone keeps falling. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe if we just go like straight on like this. Technology, right? Anyway, so hi Joan, welcome. So yeah, make sure you are there because you're gonna want to register because it's so stinking cute. I just finished the last pillow gift last night for it, finished designing it. I can't wait. I just can't wait. Okay, so more information comes out Friday, okay? Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're doing tonight. How about that? Okay. So let me flip down so you can see my screen here. So I have got my catalog ready here because today we are going to make some Halloween projects using the Bag of Bones bundle from the Them Bone Suite. You can see I've got lots of dies missing here because we've got some die cutting to do tonight. This is an amazing set. I am so sad because these dies went out of stock. They were supposed to be back this week and now they are pushed to next week. Okay, so if this is a bundle on your wish list, you can still watch along. You can order something else to get these cards for free, and then make sure you order this bundle as soon as it comes back in stock. Hopefully it stays with next week. Okay, I'm guessing that the items are en route and they just didn't make it quite fully on time for this week. So this is the Them Bones Suite. It is so stinking cute and we are going to have some fun playing with it today. So I want to give you some information. If you would like to get the card kits, oh, I'm so very crooked. If you would like to get the card kits for the projects we're going to make tonight, all you need to do is place an order in my online store through this Friday, September 15th. At the end of the day, midnight Central Time, of $35 or more before your tax and shipping. Okay, those orders of 35 or more will get the supplies to make 2 of each. Hi, Leslie. 2 of each of the projects we're going to make tonight. If you go over $50, you are also going to get a pack of the glow-in-the-dark embellishments. And yes, I've got a small little pile of these because these are now also out of stock until the beginning of October. So you're going to want to make sure you place your $50 order so you can get those, okay? All right, so let me pop up on the screen real quick here. I have got a host code for you to use when you check out. You do not need to memorize this, don't worry. The link to shop is also in the description of this video. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can click that, head over to my online store. You are more than welcome to order whatever you want. I want to make that clear. Sometimes I get the question, I really want this week's class, but I don't need the supplies you're using. You don't have to order the supplies I'm using. You can order whatever you want, okay? These are a freebie gift from me when you order this week. So that's how that works. So let me show you. This card that I'm going to show you is not part of our class this week, but I did share it on my blog yesterday, so I wanted to show it to you anyway. Using this cute set. Isn't this adorable? And it is okay, Alicia, you have to correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's called a double faux step fold card, but I always get that wrong. So Alicia, you can correct me if I am incorrect, but Alicia's on my team, and she taught our team how to make these at our August team meeting. So I shared one last month using the Carousel Horses bundle, and I thought that would be, oh, dropped it. That would be really stinking cute to use with the skeleton. So that's what I did. And I kept it very simple. There are no die cuts on this card or anything. Okay, I got it right. Double faux step fold card. Oh, I know. You need a support group, Lori. You can have the FOMO group, right? Fear of missing out, because it's just also awesome. So anyway, so this is the card I shared yesterday. It is so stinking cute. Inspired originally by Susan Campfield. And Susan makes amazing projects. So thank you, Alicia, for sharing that with our team as well. Hi, Cherith, welcome. All right, so let me show you. I do have more. Stop, Melissa, freeze. I do. And Lori, I just wanted you to know I drank out of my squirrel mug this morning. So I think that's my problem. I shouldn't drink out of that mug on Tuesdays because it just makes me have a squirrel day. Anyway, so I did make some more really adorable Them Bones projects, but you don't get to see them yet because they're part of the mystery craft box. So that has officially closed registration. And all the supplies have been ordered, and I'm just waiting for them to arrive, and then we will go ahead and get those sent out. I will reveal that mystery craft box on my blog on September 30th, so you'll see more cards made with this suite then, okay? But in the meantime, let me show you the projects that we are going to make today. Julie, it is not, I just mentioned it, but you're all good. They were supposed to be back in stock this week, which is why I wanted to do this set this week. And I already had it all planned and blogged and everything. And then I think it was on Monday morning, they switched them to next week. So the dies will be back next week. That's the hope, okay? All right, so here are the projects we're going to make together tonight. Super cute Tootsie Pop holder. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So we're going to make one of those. We're going to make this super cute card. Okay. Hi, Jen. Welcome from Washington. And then we're going to make this super fun card as well. So you are welcome, Julie. I am glad I could help. So let's start. As I mentioned earlier, you will get supplies to make 2 of each of these projects, and I'm just going to make one of them live with you tonight. And this, you know, it like wants to, I'll need that glue later, but I'm going to put it under so it's propped up. Okay, so let's take a look at what you're going to get in your card kit. I did do some stamping and die cutting ahead of time. I will talk you through that as we go, okay? So for this kit, when you do place your order, by the way, I just wanted to mention this, you will get a PDF that has all of the measurements, supplies, instructions as well. So I'm not going to cover measurements in tonight's video. That'll come in the PDF, okay? All right, so you will have a piece of basic black. It's got lots of score lines in it already for you. You will have a piece of DSP. This is the Them Bones DSP. You can use whichever pattern or size or whatever you want. You will have size, I mean style. You'll have a strip of basic white for your sentiment. You're going to get a piece of glow-in-the-dark paper. You can see I already stamped my skeleton, and I will talk to you about that. Yes, isn't that cute? So a party favor, a birthday party favor, yes, Kathleen, but also my niece likes to host Halloween parties. So I'm hoping that she'll let me make up a bunch of those for her friends. So you will have a piece of glow in the dark. I stamped this skeleton in Stays On ink. Now I need the skeleton later, so I wanted to get that Stays On ink cleaned off of my stamp right away. So that's why I stamped this one ahead of time, but we will die cut it together. So you can see that's just the stamp in the set there. I just used the one that's already put together. That you've also got this cute little customizable one with all of the arms and legs. So we have got this guy that we will die cut together, and then you'll also have some black and white gingham ribbon. Okay. Oh, and you're going to need a hole punch. You don't need a fancy one like this. And I'm going to be honest, this was a gift that I got. And I don't even I mean, there's so many like hole punches on this thing. So anyway, you're going to need that. And then of course, you're also going to need your Tootsie Pop. The brown ones are my favorite. But I used an orange one in this one because it's Halloween, right? But you can use whatever flavor you have. So we are going to need that as well. Okay. So let's start. We are going to just go ahead and score our basic black here, just to get this mechanism ready before we finish stamping and die cutting and doing all that. Okay, so you can see I'm folding all of the score lines in. So you can kind of play with it a little bit. Okay, and what I'm going to do is this piece is longer than this side. Okay, and so basically it's going to fold up. This is that shorter side. It's going to fold up, and then this is going to fold over so you can see it doesn't quite touch all the way to the bottom there. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. So I know that this is going to be my top, right here. So on this score line right here, so basically we've got this little one. Sorry, I'm trying to make it so you can see these score lines. This little one, this little piece that's on the end, not the larger piece that's on the end. You can tell that one's bigger. This is the one we're going to punch our hole into, okay? So let's see. Look at all these little contraptions. I think I want to use the smaller one, but I don't know if the stick of the Tootsie Pop will fit. So I'm going to use the bigger one. We're just going to go ahead and punch a hole in here. Did I even punch that? Yeah, I did. Okay. It didn't like snap like I'm used to. Anyway. Okay, so we've got that hole punched in there. So now what I'm going to do on this little piece here, we are going to add some seal. Now you can see I am just wanting to get, this is the most stressful part, is getting it like all put together. So I want to get that out of the way. Okay. So we're going to sneak our sucker in there, our lollipop. Okay. Bringing up, and you might have to like play with the edge of the wrapper a little bit. Kathleen, I will not. I will have the PDF for sale eventually. Not quite yet though. I don't know when. All right, so we're going to fold this over to get it closed. Okay, and now it's in there. Isn't that adorable? So stinking cute. Okay. You can't even say it's adorable yet, right? Because it's not done. All right, so our DSP here, we are going to go ahead and add some seal to the back of that. And then add this to the front. Okay, just like that. Yes, Lori, they are kind of heavy, and I feel so intimidated, like I don't know which one to use. We've got that added. Let's go ahead. We're going to die cut this, but before we do that, let's stamp our sentiment. So I have got Bonjour. Hold on, I got to pull up my sleeves. This was not a good day. Look, I wore, it's like baggy sleeves, and it's not good for stamping. All right, let's ink up our sentiment with our Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And then we will stamp that down onto our basic white strip. Okay, close up that ink pad. And then I'm just going to use my snips to trim this off a little. Okay, and then I do want to trim this down. But I don't trust myself with just my snips. So we are going to use the trimmer for that. Just to trim down our sentiment. Now you can just do it. That's personal preference there and how far you want it to be trimmed down. Okay, and then I'm going to cut a little banner end here. So I'm going to snip up the middle and then in on the sides. Okay, like that. And then we've got a cute little banner edge there. Okay, all right, let's clear this and then we will go ahead and die cut. So we are going to grab our skeleton die, and of course I'm going to grab my washi or my Post-it note tape here. And let's get this lined up on our glow-in-the-dark paper. So you'll stamp this in your StazOn. And then line this up. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we are going to die cut this. Now, before we send this all... Oh, wow. Look at that. It moved. I think the glow-in-the-dark paper is a little bit resistant to my Post-it note tape. So we'll just be extra careful here. Hold on, let me move it. Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm down here in the corner getting this guy taped up. Okay. Stick that down, and we'll just be careful because it doesn't really want to stay on there. And it even wiggled a little. There we go. We'll just be very, very careful. Yes, it could absolutely be used for any occasion, that's for sure. All right, then we've got this bone die, and I just want to make sure I can get 2 bones out of this. It doesn't matter which ones. So I'm just going to kind of, did you see that? Do you guys remember when it did this to me? Like, what was that, last week? Just spun on me? Stay. Okay, so I'm just going to like stick it down, maybe up here in the corner. Stick this die down in my extra spot. Now your glow-in-the-dark paper piece will be larger than mine, so you'll have some extra room. And if we can't quite get 2 bones out of that, that's okay. All right, these are just going to be used to decorate. All right, crank this through. Okay. Let's see what we got. We got 2. Well, we got 2 and a couple of bits. All right, let me pop those out and then pop the little half ones in the trash here. Got them. Okay. And we'll grab our skeleton. And, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Okay, we will move this guy out of the way for now. And then we've got these 2 tiny little bones. And let's start to decorate. So we've got our piece here. Might have to use my glue over here now just to prop it up a little bit. Okay, we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of our skeleton. And mini dimensionals are going to be your friend with these skeletons, okay, because they're very skinny. So I've got a mix of regular sized and mini dimensionals here. And I'm just going to stick some, I don't know, down here on his feet and his kneecaps. Okay, peel off the backings. And then we are going to stick this down. Right about like this. Now I did add these embellishments are down here, right? And when the person opens this, they could probably just sneak it out the side. Okay. Stamping on the glow paper was good. This is what it was with the stays on, and I used my foam mat. So it actually gave me a really pretty good image. You can see a little bit there because that glow-in-the-dark paper is a little grainy, right? So you can see a little bit, but it stamped pretty well, I thought. So, and it's a little spooky for Halloween. Anyway, so the person could sneak it out the side, or they could just open it up, grab this piece here, and then open it. Obviously, we put seal there, right? So it will probably get destroyed. So if they're looking to save it, they probably want to sneak it out the side, okay? Okay, so let's add some dimensionals to our sentiment. I'm going to go with minis again just because this is really skinny. Yeah, it is cool. All right, and then we are going to, yeah, Kathleen, I thought about using black dimensionals. You can use whatever you have, but I did not because my cardstock isn't black, so I decided to just use regular ones. But yes, the black ones would look good too. Okay, then I've got this gingham ribbon that we can tie a bow around just for some decoration. Just to make it look a little pretty, right? A little spooky. Okay. And you can trim up the edges of that. And these are not my ribbon scissors. Good, they cut well anyway. And then you can kind of sneak the bow behind the skeleton head just so it doesn't cover him, okay? All right, then we are going to use some liquid glue. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit on his hand here. And then we'll take one of these bones and stick that on. Okay. Ah, it's stuck to me. There we go. And then same thing for our sentiment over here. I'm just going to stick a little bit on here. And then I've got this itsy bitsy teeny tiny little bone. Look at how tiny that is. And we are going to stick that on the sentiment too. Thank you so much for sharing, Kathleen. I appreciate it. Okay, so we've got that all added on. And of course, so on this one here, I used a couple of the Bat glow in the darks. You can't see them super duper well in the light, but I'm going to tell you, these things are so good when it's dark. Like, you don't even have to have it completely dark and you can see them so well. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I just stuck a couple of the bats on there, and that is our very first project. How cute is that? So you can see I put one bat up here and one over here. So isn't that so stinking cute? Ah, thank you guys. I love it. I thought, oh my gosh, you know, it's Halloween. We have to make some projects, not just cards. And I thought that would be really cute. Thanks to my mom for having Tootsie Pops for my niece and nephew. Gave me the inspiration. All right, so let's go on to our first card, our second project, which is this one. Fun fold here. And you can see, look at these ghosts are like, you can kind of see that glow in the dark element of them that you can definitely tell, right? Oh yeah, I love that you guys said you're gonna make them. That makes me happy. Okay, so let's take a look at this card kit here. So you will have a, whoops, lots of pieces. A basic black card base. Now this is not a full card base, right? Because it's going to open here. So it's kind of like a postcard, we'll call it. You'll have a basic black piece scored in half, which is our opening there. Okay, you'll have a piece of the Them Bones Designer Series paper. You will have another piece of the Them Bones Designer Series paper. You'll have a piece of basic white that will go on the inside of your little card here. You'll have a piece of smoky slate to die cut out your tombstone. A piece of basic gray to die cut out this piece here. That'll go inside. Okay, you'll have some pecan pie. So you can die cut out. Look at how stinking cute. It's just such a cute set. To die cut out the cowboy hat and boots. Now you can absolutely trade those out for any of the other fun images in the die set as well. You'll have a strip of basic white for your sentiment, and then you'll have a prettier than mine scrap piece of basic white to stamp and die cut your skeleton pieces. I know, a cowboy skeleton. It's so cute. Okay, so let's start with stamping. I am going to grab my foam mat. Now, for those of you who follow me on Facebook, I posted last week about my messy scrap paper and I just couldn't throw it away, but this is the week. This piece is going away after tonight's live, okay? So we are just going to use it one last time together. Hey, Leona, no worries at all. We are glad you are here. Okay, let's start with our Cajun Craze ink pad. And we are going to use our sentiment that says, no bones about it, you're a sweet friend. Stamp that onto our basic white strip here. Okay. And then I'm going to set that to the side. We obviously need to trim that down. I know Russell, my nephew, would love this card. Maybe if my sister watches this, Ashley, if you're watching, don't let Russell see any more. So he can be surprised for Halloween, right? All right, we're stamping up Happy Halloween in Cajun Craze. This is going to be for the inside of our card. Russell started kindergarten last week, and I don't want to say that we were all taking bets on how quick the principal would call, but we were all taking bets on how fast the principal would call. And he officially got his call home from the principal, but he didn't do anything wrong, so he got injured, but he's fine. Okay, so is pecan pie close to old cinnamon cider? I would have to pull out cinnamon cider, but I would just, by looking at it, say that it's more subtle. I think this is more like milk chocolate, and cinnamon cider was more like cinnamony. I will try to remember, Cherith. Remind me at the end if I don't. I will grab my cinnamon cider pad from over there and we can look, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. I am going to stamp my skeleton in pumpkin pie because why not, right? We can have an orange skeleton. Now, I am using the customizable pieces. So you can use whichever arms and legs you want to use here. My tip for you, though, is that the way that these customizable pieces go together, you are going to need a little bit of space in between your stamped images because they have kind of like a little bit of an overlap to help you with adhering. So you don't want to stamp them too close because then that will get in the way, okay? So we are just leaving some space in between these. All right, we can close up pumpkin pie. And I'll put that away and move this out of the way. And then let's go ahead and grab some Post-it note tape, and we are going to get these pieces all die cut, okay? So, and we're gonna hope these all fit through my mini. I might have to cut off my skeleton and try my best there. All right, so we have got the body. Sounds so morbid. Here's our body, here's our limbs. So yeah, like I said, you can use whichever pieces you want to use, or you can use the same ones I did, okay? And a lot of the pieces you can actually switch up and use for, like, you know, whichever side, left or right. Some of them are not like that. They have an obvious, like, this is the right arm or whatever, but some of them are nice because you can mix and match. But just I'll just say, try to envision your skeleton in your head before you stamp your pieces. So you make sure you don't have two left arms. Okay, so we've got this piece. Let me rip this in half. This one, and then one more. And then we'll go ahead and die cut. Okay, so cute. And for those of you who signed up for the mystery craft box using this set, I just want to say thank you. And I also want to say you're going to love it. If you love today's projects, you're going to love those ones. So, okay, let me get this little piece of glow in the dark. And then let's see if this whole thing will fit. I think it will. I just need to trim off a little bit of this excess. And then I think I can get that whole thing on my plate. Woohoo! Okay. So we'll line that up, crank this through. Okay, and wiggle, wiggle. Look at these fun pieces. 2 arms and a leg and another leg and a body. Cute. I know. I'm excited for all the upcoming things too, Lori. Okay, now we've got all these fun pieces. Let's trim down our sentiment while I am thinking about it. So I'm just gonna chop up. I'm gonna leave a little bit on the side for adhering, and then trim down this top a little bit. Okay. All right, you guys should see, I cleaned my craft room this weekend, and I have this like table right over here, and I got it all cleared off, and now it's got like piles of product share, and let's see, that's product share. There's some cards, there's mystery craft box items on there. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, where did all this stuff come from? I thought I cleaned. Oh, stop it. Leg bones connected to the knee bones. Alicia, you did that to us. All right, let's adhere our pieces together. I added some seal to the back of our largest piece of DSP. We're going to get that layered onto our basic black. Let's go ahead and fold and burnish this basic black piece here. That's going to serve as kind of like our card. Okay, one of the sides we are going to super seal and adhere lots of that down, and then get this lined up on our card. Now it is up to you how far over. You could do it right in the middle. You could do it over on this side, whichever way you want to go. Okay, so I'm going to leave probably about that big of a gap and stick that down there. Okay, it's not going to perfectly line up top to bottom either. So what I did here is I lined it up on the bottom, and then it lined up perfectly with the top of my DSP. Okay, you can kind of see it over here with the lighting. So that's the way I decided to go there. Let's add some seal to the back of our basic white piece, and this is going to go on the inside. So cute. I love this card so much, and I love this pattern so much. All right, we'll add some seal to the back of this piece of DSP and lay that onto the front. It says, eek, boo, eek, boo. You guys like my sound effects? All right, add some seal to the back of the basic gray. And then this has a nice little cutout in the smoky slate piece. So we can just line that right on up. Okay. Oh, thanks, Lori. Yes, you guys will not believe it. The Autumn Leaves DSP came back in stock yesterday, and it was in stock for about 16 hours. And I got it for club, for product share, for retreat. I got it. So don't worry, you're covered. Yeah, let me go to bat for you, right? That was my thinking. Let me go to bat for you and I will get it. Okay. All right. I added some dimensionals to the back here and we are going to stick that down. And then we are going to move here. Now this piece, you can see, right? I left that little piece over here. So I only want to add adhesive maybe to about here. Like very, 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 I'm trying to make it shine so you can see. There you go. Very slim amount, okay? And we are going to sneak that in, make sure it's straight, and adhere it down. Okay, you can double check, no adhesive on that side, so we're good. Because if it sticks over here, your card won't open, okay? So just make sure you keep your eye on that. Now for this guy, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you this. So I said that it's got like these extra little pieces. I know I froze, so there we go. It's got these extra little bits here to help with adhering. So it's actually like got these little holes and you can use brads to stick these together. We're not going to do that today, but you can actually use brads and then your limbs can move, which is really cool. Today, we're just going to go ahead and glue them down. And so by doing that, I'm going to run adhesive on, I do not know biology. So on your ribs and your pelvic region, your pelvic, what is that called? Pelvis? That sounds wrong. I don't know. What is that called? Pelvic? I know that pelvic is a word. I don't know. We don't need to talk about it a lot. I don't need YouTube and Facebook to get mad at me. Anyway, added seal to the back and we will stick on our limbs. Okay. Okay. You just sang rib bones, Lori. That is funny. Yes. Joan, it was available for a while this morning, but it did go fast. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome with the brads. I know, it is so cool. Pelvis. Okay, I am right. It is the pelvis. I don't know why that sounded not correct to me. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to just line these up. And like I said, you can use brads if you've got them. And just kind of make them like, you know, this is our boot, scoot, and boogie cowboy skeleton. So he's going to just be driving in every which way. He's having fun, doing the line dance. And so I don't care if his legs are like up in the air because he's doing a heel click, you know, you just have fun with it. Okay. So then we're going to add some dimensionals. Again, mini and large dimensionals are your friend, and add those. Okay. To make everything stick. Now I'm gonna take 2 minis here and add them over where my little leg bone is connected to my pelvis. And just to make sure they stay stuck down, this big dimensional kind of covers over one of the arm bones. Okay, so we have got that all added, and then we're gonna stick that down. He's dancing on his grave. He doesn't care. He's happy. Okay, so how long is the DSP gone for now? It is gone till the end of October, so it is out for a while. Yeah, I think there were a lot of demos using it in classes, so it went fast as soon as people found out it was back. I ordered it yesterday afternoon, so I think I was one of the first ones to get it. So, whew, yeah. All right, so we are going to, I added some seal to the back of the boots and the hat, and we are going to stick these on, just following, you know, our feet of our skeleton here. And then I didn't add seal to the hat, I lied. For the hat, what we're going to do is I'm going to take a dimensional, grab my scissors here, my snips, peel off this backing, and I'm going to sneak this under our skeleton's head ever so slightly because I do have another dimensional there that's fighting me a little. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to take this and stick the hat and make sure we have that dimensional covered, okay? So cute. I love it. I love Halloween cards. I love them. I love them. I love them. So anyway, do you guys think that I love them? This time we're going to use some of our ghost friends, and of course they can go every which way. So just add a couple of them on. I'm going to do 3. And how cool is this going to be when your recipient gets this card and then finds out it glows in the dark? Just saying. I'm just saying, like, they are gonna, you know, you're gonna get some hearts for that. So, okay, so that is card number 2 with our boot scoot and boogie cowboy. That one is super duper fun. And then let's go to card number 3. This is actually the first of the ones that I designed for this week. Super cute. We've got the top hat skeleton here. He's a Broadway star. And this one is really, really fun. And the reason why I didn't get rid of my messy scrap paper is because we've got some blending to do. So let's take a look at this card kit and see what we've got. So we have got a basic black card base. You will have a basic black layer. You will have a starry sky layer. Of course, we have to use one that has sky in it, right? We got a sky. You'll have a piece of basic white to stamp and die cut your skeleton. You'll have a piece of smoky slate to die cut out your tombstone or your grave. You'll have a piece of basic black to die cut out your fences. We're going to need 2, a top hat, and your cane. And there's also a bow tie, but I don't know where it is because it's so itty bitty. Let's see if it's still in the envelope. Nope, it's not in the, oh, I found it. It's not in the envelope, but it is on my desk. Here is our itty bitty, teeny tiny little bow tie. So the cane or I don't know, I'm going to call it a cane. The cane and the bow tie are actually the same die. So they die cut out at the same time. So with the cane and the bow tie and the fences, both fences, and even the top hat, because I had extra, I used adhesive sheets. So if you don't have adhesive sheets, they are definitely going to come in handy with this set, okay? Then you're also going to have a strip of basic black where you're going to die cut out this grass. Now, this is a die in the set as well. This one, I did not use an adhesive sheet on. You totally can, but you'll also have a piece of crushed curry die cut out of the new deckled circle dies. This is the smallest of the dies, and it's going to serve as our moon. Thank you so much, Jen. I love this set so much. It's really nice and refreshing. I love lots of stamp sets. Don't get me wrong, but I really love the cutesy stuff. So when I get to sit down and play with the cutesy stuff, it's like, I don't know, all the worlds collide. I just have the time of my life. So let's start with stamping, and we are going to grab this basic white piece and here he is, skeleton stamp. Now this is the stamp I used on the first project, so he's going to look very stained, but that's because that's what Stays On does, okay? But I promise he is completely clean. He stamps clean. There's no ink currently on this, so if you do use Stays On, it will dye your stamp. Just throwing that out there, okay? All right, so let me grab, yes, okay, reverse tweezers also. Thanks for the tip on that one too, Alicia. She said, yes, adhesive sheets and reverse tweezers are your friends with this set. Yeah, or a very steady hand if you don't have reverse tweezers, okay? All right, so using Tuxedo Black Memento ink, I am stamping down our skeleton. Then I'll grab our little tombstone here, maybe, there it comes. And still using Tuxedo Black ink, we are going to stamp Eat, Shrink, and Be Scary. How cute is that? Stamp that down kind of like it's our epitaph here. And then I've got this little bat image, and I use the one with the wings kind of upwards. We are going to stamp that at the top here. Kind of, again, like the little, you know how like tombstones will have that little symbol, like usually a cross or a religious kind of marking. Well, of course, our skeleton's going to have a bat. So, okay, so we've got that all stamped. We need to die cut out our skeleton here. I've got some glow-in-the-dark pieces left in this one here. So let me just pop those out. Okay, and then let me grab a piece of Post-it note tape from our last die cut. And we are going to die cut this out. So cute. I love this set. And I wanted this card to be a little bit dark again, right? So you could use black cardstock, basic black cardstock, and white embossing powder for your skeleton as well, if you want to do that, okay? All right, let's go ahead and die cut this. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much, Joan. You're so sweet. I know some people are not Halloween fans. I love every holiday. Give me a reason to celebrate, and I'm there. Yeah, I love it. So I know that it's not a big holiday for some people, and I went to college with some people who do not celebrate it, but I do. I love it. So, all right. So we've got our skeleton. We've got our pieces. Let's grab our starry sky next. Here's the reason I didn't throw this away yet. We are going to grab a blending brush. Now this one I use for all of my dark blues, okay? You do not need to have a blending brush for every single color. If you have the space and you want to have a blending brush for every single color, go for it. I don't have that space, so I've got, let's see, red, orange, yellow, green, dark blue, light blue, tealy blue, like Coastal Cabana and Pool Party, purple, pink, gray, brown, light pink, like a petal pink, and that's what I've got. So I am going to grab some Starry Sky ink here, and the main point is, like, this looks very solid, right? And we just want to add a little bit of texture onto it, so you don't have to go crazy here, but you know, when you add the blending brush colors, it does seem to be a little bit more concentrated in one area, and I kind of attribute that to like hazy clouds. Okay, so that's kind of my point here, is I want that, and then I will go around the edges and try to go darker around the edges to give like that I don't know how to say the word vignette. I don't know how you say that. You know, the vignette word. That's what I'm going for. Okay, so we are just gonna keep grabbing and roll that around our edges now. Okay, you can also use like a basic gray to add some more vignetting. I don't know, you know. Yeah, Eva, this is well, thank you. I think they're awesome too. Yes, you can absolutely blend uncolored cardstock. Variegated. I don't think that's the word I was going for, Corinne. It's like vignette. I don't know. Thanks, Joan. Yeah, I love my messy scrap paper, so I have a hard time throwing it away. But I think it's time for this piece. It's definitely getting there. And then your fingers might get a little inky, okay? All right, so I think that's pretty good there. Now, I do get asked sometimes, how do you clean your blending brushes? And honestly, all I do is take my chamois and I just kind of, I'm going to use it on my fingers too, because it works on that. See? They're not like clean, but they're cleaner. And I just kind of rub it on my chamois a little bit. And that gets it clean enough for me, so I don't, I feel more comfortable using it with a different color then. Okay. All right. And you can see all my leftover here on our paper. So I am going to leave this paper here just while I go ahead and add some seal to the back, just to make sure I don't get any on my workspace. Oops. And layer this onto our basic black layer. Okay. Flip it over to seal it down. I just don't want to get more ink on my fingers, so that's why I'm keeping this here. Add some seal to the back there, and then we will lay this down onto our card base. You know what I totally forgot to do before this? Before I did that, I wanted to add our fences and trim down the sides. So this card is going to be a little bit different, but I'll show you both ways, and then you can decide when you make yours what you prefer. Okay. All right. So we've got that. Let's grab our fences here. And so you can see I have these here, and I wanted to have them cut off even with the side here. Totally okay. That's okay. We are going to make it work. All right, so I'm going to peel off my adhesive sheets. Both of the fences are the same, so it doesn't matter which one's on which side. We'll just kind of come up maybe about half an inch-ish from our starry sky, the bottom of our starry sky layer, and lay that one down, and then we'll peel off this adhesive sheet backing. Okay, and then line up our little fence posts here. And stick this one down. Cute! So cute. I'm going to flip it over and push. Yes, it makes a really fun sky pattern, Joan. I just like how it, you know, when you go outside and it's kind of like cloudy and whatever, the sky isn't like solid. So that was my vision there. All right, so for our little tombstone, I'm just adding some seal to the bottom, and then I will add our black grass. Of course, we're silhouetted here. Okay, add that to cover your seal. You can also, of course, add it to your grass, but I left it thick enough. I knew I could get away with getting the seal there. We're going to add some dimensionals to the back of our tombstone. Okay, peel off these backings. and stick this down right about here. Grab our skeleton and add some dimensionals to the back of him. And again, minis are your friend. This would be a great idea. Kathleen said earlier to use black dimensionals. This would be a really great card to use the black ones on. We're going to keep rolling with the regular, but this one would be because the card is so dark. So we will add, oh, you can totally see those. I didn't add those very well. If you angle them just right, they'll be hidden. But you have to pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, that's good. We will add our skeleton down. Okay, grab our little moon and add some seal on that. And then stick this up in our corner. Okay, then we've got these pieces. Now we're going to start with this tiniest little bow tie in the whole wide world. You can't even see it. Peel off that, and I'm just going to go straight down just so I don't lose it. Straight down onto that skeleton. Now you can die cut these in a different color as well. Okay, let's go to the cane. Peel off that adhesive sheet, and then we are going to put that cane in our little skeleton's hand. And I laid it up on his shoulder too, just so I could have that extra support of the adhesive. Okay, so it's up here on his shoulder as well. And then we are going to take, now I had extra space, so that's why I put an adhesive sheet on this one. But we'll take this off, and then I am going to actually stick, it's going to stick to me. I'm going to put a dimensional onto the top part of our hat here because it's going to lay on this. So I need some extra support. So we do have some adhesive sheet on there, and that will help to kind of adhere it to our hand and our head, right? But also to our card there. So, so cute. Oh, no embellishments. Oh, that would be very hard. That would be near impossible for me. All right, let's finish this card off with some glow in the dark bats. We're going to put 3 down, 1 there, and 1 kind of up over here. Now I'm having them kind of face different directions a little because, you know, bats are crazy. They fly wherever they want. And that is card number 3. Isn't that one fun too? Okay, let me pull in all of our projects for this week. Whoops, here are our cute little Tootsie Pop holders. Aren't they so cute? All right, as a reminder, if you would like the make and takes for these cards for free as a gift from me, you just need to place a $35 order in my online store through this Friday, September 15th at the end of the day, Central Time. Okay, so midnight Central Time. A $50 order will also get you a pack of the super cool, currently sold out glow in the dark ghosts and bat embellishments. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. So yeah, let me know which one is your favorite. I know this week it's going to be impossible to choose. I've been doing that on Fridays. I've been asking which one's your favorite. So don't forget about our fun little double fold step faux card. I'm getting better at remembering what that's called. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed so much. And next week we are going to do more Halloween. And I should be here live. I have an event next Tuesday night. So if I decide that I can't make it work to go live, I will move my live probably to Monday night. But I'm like 85% sure I will be live on Tuesday. So yeah. All right. So thank you. Oh, I was supposed to show somebody. Now I don't remember who it was. I don't know if I scroll back, if I would see it. Who wanted to know about cinnamon cider? This is the end of our Them Bones Class to Go video. But if you wanted to see the difference between pecan pie and cinnamon cider, you can stick around here. And I'm trying to scroll back and see. I just don't remember who asked to see that. Are you still here? Are you still here? I don't know, but I'm going to grab my cinnamon cider. So hold on. I got to spin my little thing over here. That's so many things, you guys. Okay. So many things over there, I'm telling you. Okay, so we have got cinnamon cider. I'm so sorry. I'll try to tag whoever it was who asked. I think it was a YouTube person. Here's the difference though between cinnamon cider here, which is old Cherith. Okay, thank you, Leona. I was like, I know it was somebody. So Cherith, here are those colors. And this is cinnamon cider, which is a retired color. And then here's pecan pie here. So you can definitely see here, like chocolate bar, like a milk chocolate bar, a little bit lighter versus like cinnamon, right? So there is the difference between those two. All right, that's official. I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for sticking around through the end if you wanted to see the difference between those. And don't forget to sign up for my email list so you can find out when the Very Cute Christmas series opens registration on Friday. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.